Hello everybody, welcome back to Bedrock Survival with Fix. Trying some new settings here. Hopefully, hopefully, I'll be able to record without skipping a whole bunch of frames. Things are not going well here on the home front with my computer. It's just dying a terrible death. But you know what? We're going to try to get through it, because if we can get through it for a couple weeks, like 2 weeks, then at that point, I believe that I will have my new computer in. At least I hope so anyway. I hope so. So what we're doing today is we are going to move this waterfall, which is right where that cobblestone is, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. It's going to come down here and it's going to walk around here and it's going to go out to the ocean right over this direction. So that's what we're going to be working on, because once I do that, then we can lay out the town. If you missed the last 2 episodes, I think, I'm kind of starting a series of mini-sodes, I've been calling them, because basically I can't record any other series right now. I can't. I want to, but I can't. So instead of sludge through, or instead of just take a really long break, because I love it. I love the process. This is like my outlet. This is like my creative outlet during this whole thing that I can't, there's no music and all that kind of stuff. So instead of just take a break, I am still going to maintain, but we're just going to do the best we can. We're going to do little short episodes where you really see pretty much every step, except for the grindy stuff, of doing what we need to do here to continue this world. Because I can actually play. I can play okay. It's really just the frame. The frames that I get while I'm recording. Like, I can play all right. I'm not missing that much when I'm playing. So this is going to be the plan. We're going to have a little ocean area that the river's going to come out and dump right out here over the ocean. It should be really, really, really cool. And the best thing is it's going to allow for houses to be on either side of it. So the way we want to do it is we want to make sure that where the waterfall comes right from there is going to kind of gradually go out to sea, allowing for houses on this side and houses on this side. I think that'll be really cool. So I did actually lay it out with torches where it's going to be basically, and yeah, I think all we have to do is just kind of peel back the riverbed, I guess, and then later we'll texture it, and then we will fill it up with water. That's the plan. Now this, you know what this is? Actually, I don't know what this is. What's down here? Oh yeah, this little thing. That's right, I totally forgot. This is the fortress entrance. Okay, so we are not going to have the river go right there, because then I won't be able to get down into the fortress. So we're going to have to move it just a wee little bit. All right, well, of course it's raining. Of course it's raining, because it rains in this world absolutely constantly. So yeah, this is where the river is set to go. So the river's going to flow down right along here, do a little bit of a nice little whirly waterfall, and then we're gonna head there's a couple. I could actually move the entrances, but I don't mind where it is. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a house. We're gonna do a house right here, and I am gonna turn the river a little early. So we're gonna turn the river over here. We're gonna turn it a little ahead of time, and that way there can be a house, and that house's primary goal or primary reason for existing is going to be to get down into that end portal. I think that'll be cool. And it'll be a nice, a nice use for a little hidden house that's going to take us down to the end, finally. All right, look, this is going to take a long time, a lot longer than maybe I had really thought. I guess maybe I have mentally blocked out how long the first river took, because this is the second of 2. But yeah, it's just going to take a while, because I've got to get this down low enough where it can actually flow down, and the problem is, the land over here is pretty low, so I don't really want to build it up, because again, I could build up this land, right? But I want this wall, this cliff, to be as tall as possible. So if I build up this land to, like, say, this tall to make the river flow nicely, well, then this cliff, it just looks like a tiny, tiny hill. It's barely a cliff as is. So we really can't build it up anymore. So I'm going to leave it where it is, and we're going to attempt to dig this down low enough where the river can flow basically probably this level right here, and then what we'll do is we'll just bring this over like this, something like that, and fill this guy in. That way I can put houses right in here, and then after we get these filled in just like so, just like that, then the river should flow right down along this, down into here, and then just go down here. So this should be basically low enough, but then from probably about here, about here on, we have to go down another layer. And then from about like here, maybe we're gonna have to go down another layer. So that means that's 2 layers, like right there, right? So that's 2, and then we're probably gonna have to go down 1 more. So do I have enough even into the ocean? No, I think it should just still go out a couple blocks to the ocean. So yeah, it'll be very cool. It'll be a really cool little waterway, and it'll look great, and it'll be really good for the city and town building. But yeah, I gotta dig a lot. So in the meantime, why don't we do this? I've been working over on the VSS quite a bit on my mega base. If you don't know what the VSS is, it's the Vasten supporters server, and it's there for any supporter of any member of the Realm of Vasten. So if you are a giant That Tuner Guy fan and you subscribe to him on Twitch, then you can come and play with all of us over on it's a Bedrock world. So go play some Bedrock Minecraft with us. We have like a little shopping district, and it's really cool. It's a super cool place to hang out, and it's been pretty active. There have been actually quite a few people hanging out there. So yeah, anyway, go check that out. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play a little clip of my progress on this big base now, and then we'll come back and take a look at the progress that I've made on this little river area. Okay? All right, see you in a few. I have been away for a little bit because we just finished, like minutes ago, the Realm of Vasten build-off, which is a big competition between us all builders to who can build the coolest thing in the realm. And guess who the winner was? Well, if you don't know, you're going to have to wait for my Realm of Vasten video to come out that's going to show them all off. But I think you'll be proud of your boy Fix. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. No spoilers. But also, I've been working here at the VSS. So I got up very, very, very early this morning and did some building, and then later on this afternoon did some building, and this is where we're at right now. Brienne the girl, special thank you to you for giving me so much concrete powder, which has really, really been great. It's all white and everything, all ready to go. So I used a lot of it. I had a bunch actually here, so I used a bunch of it, and then yeah, I started the process of this building that I think is going to become just a mega base. But you know, it's going to be a very, very, very long process here. So let me just show you what I have done. Oh, not too far. Okay. If this little guy over here. So I decided on a theme on what I want to do with the mega structure that is going to be my base. I want to have the mega base be, oh, look, isn't that cool? Little like sort of inset outset window. Yeah. I love it. And a smokestack. I want this base to be basically an experimentation zone for stuff. Like animals, flowers, plants, all kinds of stuff. Like lots and lots and lots of stuff. I think it'll be really, really cool. It will give us lots of excuses to do builds, right? So the first thing I had is I have a whole bunch of yellow flowers. Are they called dandelions? I think they're called dandelions in this pack. And so I used them. I grabbed some of the twigs when I was getting this terracotta. I grabbed some of these dead bushes, I think they're called. And yeah, so this is the first start. So it's an experiment on these dandelions here, and this is where like the fumes from the experiments would go over here. I think it's pretty cool. One block that I really wish we had that we don't have is a grate. I think iron bars could kind of simulate that, but I think what I want to do is I want to do kind of like a grate over here to sort of air this out, or maybe blow in some stuff. And yeah, I think it could be super cool. But if you come out here, this gives us lots and lots and lots of chances to do all kinds of builds around here. Like, what I want to do is I want to build this tower, this central tower, up really tall. But then on the outside, I want to just keep going out with things like this and randomly and like in random places. This is not going to be a symmetrical build. I've decided I'm not going to do it symmetrically. So what that means is, that means that I didn't do any counting. I just built this guy, and then over maybe on this side over here, I might build the next one, and we're just going to build whatever shape I feel like at the time, build some raised elevated highways, I guess it would be called, to different little areas. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and just really, really, really outside of my comfort zone. Like, look at this, uninterrupted. I would never build like this normally. I would put in some bone block or put in some white terracotta or whatever, but you know, I think that I want to stretch. And I think I'm probably going to end up turning off the texture pack, because this white glass is going to look really good if it's a lot sleeker and more clean. Once again, I started recording. I forgot to turn off the Bedrock Survival texture pack, which, by the way, if you want to grab that, you can get that in my Discord. I give it out to patrons and YouTube members right away, and then everyone else gets it after a little while, but they get sort of first look at it. So here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to continue building. I still have a bunch of white. So I'm going to continue building that tower up a lot more and maybe do another floor of maybe different dandelion experiments that I think could be really cool. I don't think I lit that up. Did someone else lit this up? I think someone has been here, though, around this base, though, because whenever I logged on, all of the sugarcane was not here. And these crops are very trampled. I'm sure no one did the trampled crops, but... and of course it's raining. But I think that pillagers and maybe mobs and whatever maybe trampled the crops anyway. So over here you see this. Hello, Fix. I liberated some bamboo from you. So here's my repayment gift and as thanks, Brienne the girl. And yes, you have to keep the cat alive. I swear I have not found a cat. I've heard it like twice, but I have not found the cat anywhere. So I heard it. It's alive. It's somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this guy right here up a good bit. Is a good bit, a fairly tall tower, and then just see where we go from there. Okay. So I'll see you on the other side of this one in just a few moments. All right, then the only thing that I don't really know for sure until I break this open is exactly what the flow of water is going to be. I assume it's going to kind of come down and go sort of this way, or maybe I can help sort of direct it that way. So I think what we're going to do is I really would like it to stay, to kind of turn. I think it's really important. So I want it to turn a little bit. So I'm going to help it before we unleash it. I'm going to help it turn just a wee little bit and then help it stay sort of within this. And then after we get it sort of in, and after we get it flowing down to here, now it's not going to flow the whole way. Unfortunately, it's not going to flow the whole way. It just can't. But this area is only going to be 1 block deep. So we're going to have to fill this so it's not really going to be moving water, but that's okay. It's the illusion of moving water. So let's, I'm going to grab these things because these are really, it's nice to have a whole bunch of one specific flower. So, okay, let's unleash the river and just see what happens. Go, baby, go. Where's it going to go to? Yeah, you know what? Not too bad, not too bad. So we can just add a little bit of water kind of under there. So what I might end up doing is re-blocking this off at some point and making this to be stone, because I think it's really weird to have it flowing on top of grass or even dirt for that matter. I think it really needs to be stone. But you know what? That is not a bad start. Okay, I'm gonna fill this in, and then we'll see how the whole thing looks. Yeah, I'm gonna go block this back off again. All right, flow, baby, flow. Let's see how it goes. Do we have it? Oh, okay. Okay, got a little bit messed up there. That's all right, and I think it's solved. I think it's solved. Oh, it's not really solved. How am I gonna do this? Stop flowing there. Yeah, did that do it? Okay, that kind of did it. Well, we can pretty this up later. But is it working now? Is it going where I want it to go? No, not really. No, not really. Okay, that's okay. We're going to have to make a little bit more of a cliff here than I had really fully anticipated, but that's all right. And that's good. Yeah, I do not want the water flowing over there. I kind of like to keep this tree, to be honest. But, okay, so here's the next stage. We're going to grab the water and just start filling this puppy in. Let's take a look at it. You know what? It's cool. I think it's cool. I think I missed one spot right there, and we're probably gonna come in and add a little bit of bushes or something here, but for right now I want to grab what that's weird. Is that gonna give me infinite water? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, let me fill this puppy up and we'll see how it goes. All right, not too shabby, right? I think it's not too shabby at all. So I'm going to have to take a little break here because I've been grinding this a bit, and it's time to go get some pizza because it is Sunday night and it is pizza night in the Fix household. I am very, very excited. So yeah, so we got this all worked out. We got the water flowing down. I'm going to leave it just 1 deep. I want this to be a fairly shallow water with a nice steep cliff. I think what I'll do eventually, way down the road, is fade this right into a mountain. That'll be super cool. But in the meantime, I'm going to go eat some pizza. When I come back, what I'm going to work on is I'm going to work on putting these little rock formations and outcroppings in the other river over there. I didn't do that. I did that first. And man, I learned the hard way. That is not the fun way to do this. So fill in water first. If you're playing at home, fill in the water first, and then secondarily bring in all the rocks. So I'll do that, and then we'll come back and take a look at the finished river. All All right, then let's take a look and see how it goes. I think it's pretty good. I think it's very similar to the other rippers, which is a good thing because that way it looks natural and looks like it belongs. But yeah. Here's the river. Now I discovered something about Bedrock that's kind of interesting. You can apparently only get seagrass to grow on dirt or sand, or probably gravel. I didn't track gravel, but I assume. You can't get it to grow like you can in Java on essentially anything. In Java, you can bone meal anything underwater and it turns into that. This you can't. So I had to go down. Oh, and also, it has to be 2 deep. Even though this grass is only 1 deep, it has to be 2 deep to get it to work. Like this, even if this is dirt right here, watch, I can't. See? Nothing. So, yeah, so I had to dig down and then add some dirt in and try to make it look patchy. And actually, I really like the look even better, even though it was a big pain in the butt to do, because I think the look is... It looks even, it doesn't look so flat on the bottom, so I think it's a better look in general. Yeah, it's good. I might come in and do a couple slabs along the edge just so it doesn't look quite so blocky there, but you know what, I think it's pretty cool. So what we're going to do next episode is we're going to probably put in a bridge somewhere around here, and we're going to lay out the roads and the houses for this entire sort of square. We'll, you know, this section of town, which is probably just going to be houses and shops and that kind of thing around here, because this is going to be a really nice view. So I want this to be very densely populated, so whenever you're looking down from the castle, you'll just see like house, right? I think that'll look a lot better. And I did clear the trees, do a little bit of landscaping, probably just cover up this little pond here with that waterfall and the river over there and the river here. I don't think that these two little sort of naturally generated weird Minecraft terrain things are really all that important. So I'll probably just cover this up. In fact, I'll probably just cover it up right now. And then next episode, we'll come back and we will work on the layout of this part of the city. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching these mini-sodes. Hope you're enjoying the daily Bedrock grind. It's all I can do. It's all I can do right now. So I'm doing the best I can. We'll see you all next episode. That'll probably be tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.